Welcome back to the 2025 Parade of Homes. I'm super excited to be here with Eden and John today, and they are with Moto Mortgage. And we were just having a great conversation that probably should have been filmed before this. Tell us about your business. Tell us what you guys do. And then we can kind of get into some of the nuts and bolts, because I think what we were talking about was super powerful for a lot of people to understand.
Okay. So, Moto Mortgage Custom Advantage, brand new. We've had our doors open for about 6 weeks now. So,
now let me interrupt though. I'm sorry to jump in.
No,
you guys are a part of the Flint Rock group.
It is.
And you guys have been doing the real estate world, building homes, things like that for how long?
Well, Eden's dad, my brother, we're very much a family affair.
Yeah.
He started building houses about 2006. We're generational dairy farmers. So, that's why it's no big deal for us to all work together. We didn't have a choice whenever we were growing up, getting the cows
It's a
fed.
little cleaner, I would assume.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes.
So those times whenever it's raining for 6 weeks and you got a closing date coming up and you got to find one way or another to get that yard in.
Love it.
So it's made it really easy as far as transition and working together. It's like I'm saying, it's when you have to get up and make sure the cows are milked and fed before you ever go to school. It's not a big deal.
It's very, and you guys are a get it done style family and coming from the country doing that. So,
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you guys have your customers' best interest in heart and trying to fight for them for the best rates and get them in the best packages you can get them into. And
Which kind of speaking about that, Drew, that's kind of, so we're of course a family affair, and that's why we wanted to join on with this Moto Mortgage Custom Advantage. We saw how easy it was to kind of work together, and we wanted that to happen to our clients.
Yeah.
So when you buy a Flint Rock home, you get connected with me. I'm the loan officer. We talk through kind of finance options for you, and we want this experience to not be where, okay, you got to do this, get a home. We want it to be different for each person, because each person has such a different life. You have such different finances, different credit scores, of course. Let's figure out the right way for you and keep it in-house so this process can be seamless. Especially, this is one of the most expensive purchases of your life.
absolutely.
It's where your family's made. It's where your home is. Let's make it easy.
And it's intimate and personal, right? And like that's something that, when you get online and you get something or you see some national corporate company send a mail to your house, it's not the same experience that you get when you can come to Springfield or go down the street from your house and meet the person that you're actually talking to. Tell me about that.
So kind of with that, of course, we want the family aspect. We want you to come in, use Flint Rock, buy their homes, but we're also going to do other homes.
Yep.
And speaking on that, we have the family atmosphere. We have the first time home buyer, but we're also really into the investments. That's where our family thrives, is especially real estate investments. I've started some, and I know there's people out there who want to be a first time investor, or they just want to get into it. And real estate's that perfect spot. I want them to be able to call, talk to me, talk about, hey, do I want to buy a house to live in? Let's invest.
Yep.
Because 401ks are tough enough to understand as it is, but owning a home is
Real
really
properties is definitely a huge
it's a
wealth builder in our
tangible assets. Yes.
Yep. I love it. So tell me about if you're, you do first time home buyer loans. Do you guys do FHA? Do you guys do VA loans? Tell me about the different programs you guys offer for people.
Let's talk really about one of our other homes in the Parade of Homes is in Marshfield.
Yep.
That's where one of our subdivision is. It's really for those like first time home buyers or family oriented, or you just want to step into something without breaking the bank.
Yep.
So immediately when I think Marshfield, it's a rural area.
Yep.
We were going to do a USDA loan, put 0% down. Most of the time, you can get into a house for less than you're going to put down deposits. Deposits on rentals. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
You're paying three
first,
times.
first, second month's rent plus the first month's rent. Yeah. So out of curiosity, and I know there's asterisks and stars and with approved credit language. When you buy one of those entry level new builds, what's the monthly payment on that?
So of course it depends, what the price of the house is.
Yeah, tons of stuff. But what are you seeing somebody get into a house what's kind of that bottom range? And and what I'm getting at is comparing that to a rent.
Oh, yeah.
I would assume a lot of people could probably buy a home for less than they're renting houses for right now.
Yes, I did one the other day out in Marshfield, and without taxes and insurance, of course,
Yep.
it was about $1,250 a month.
Isn't that amazing?
Especially using our Flint Rock builder credits.
Yep.
We use that 10K, which comes when you buy a Flint Rock home and you use their preferred lender.
Yep.
We can use it to either closing costs, upgrading the home a little bit, or my favorite is buying down the rate.
So explain the buy down, because I think a lot of people that kind of goes over people's heads. Let's learn what that is. Educate us on that.
Okay, so the buy down, you're going to hear a lot of people call it buying down points.
Yep.
Now, points are the percentage of the home, what it costs, and that's how you buy down your interest rate. But really what it is you're just buying down this fixed interest rate to make the house payment lower. So it has to make sense. You don't want to put 50 grand toward buying points when you're not going to make up that money for the whole 30 years.
Yep.
But let's say in the next 2 years, you don't think that interest rates are going to really change. They're going to go up or something like that. So let's buy it down and let's get us into that rate that we want right now.
Yeah.
And then later on, if rates drop to back at 3%, let's hope it's 3%.
Oh, wouldn't that be today? Yep.
But and then you're stuck with that payment the rest of the time, or you want to get equity out of your home. There's just so many different ways with home ownership that you can make your life just better.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people right now are pretty bullish on the fact that we think interest rates are coming down. That's going to happen. And what we were talking about before we got on here, and I'll flip this to you because I know you do a lot of the real estate side too. What happens in the market when the interest rates do start coming down like we're seeing?
Yeah. So like we were talking about, you kind of hear a lot of right now where, it's turned into a buyer's market. Inventory starting to go up. Inventory is still at half of what it was before COVID.
Yep.
So once the interest rates probably get down to the mid fives, that's just pure speculation on my part. But I assume once you see it around there again, you're going to start to see a run at the market again. And
there's so many people that are stuck, right? They've got a 2 point something, 3 point something interest rates. Well, I've had 2 kids, or we've had a kid, or we need to downsize, whatever that is. And this is a big concept to understand. If you look right now and you have a 2 point something, you ain't moving. It ain't happening. Yeah. But today it's starting to slide down and we're seeing those rates fall. And some people are getting loans down the 5s. The really good credit people are in the 5s. And a lot of the average stuff's in that low 6s. When that thing hits, we're going to see what's already a low inventory, a couple thousand houses on the market. You're going to have a lot of people that say, you know what? I can suck up and handle another $200 a month payment. That's not as big a deal as double stacking kids in the back bedroom.
But what it also is going to probably, those people that may have those 2 or 3% interest rates, as long as they got into that market early enough into COVID, they've probably got another,
15, 20.
I was going to say about 20% equity in the house. So they do it right. They can almost make it a wash. Probably not exactly, but make it a lot more palatable.
Absolutely.
So,
that's something, you're kind of gambling, right? And that's something that's awesome about what you guys are doing on the buy downs and with Flint Rock using the bonus bucks, the builder's credit. So using that, you can actually go buy a new home right now and you can buy it at today's price. You could do your buy down and then hopefully, knock on wood, which I pretty safe bet, but the interest rates are going to keep sliding down. Then you can refinance them and you've used that money so you're not paying big payments right up front. And then you can refinance it and get it in something where you're locked in for your 15, 20, 30-year mortgage and get it really affordable. And then you're pre-buying it almost instead of having it when there's no houses available and the prices go back up.
Well, exactly. Yeah. That's your favorite line is get the interest rates of tomorrow today. Because when interest rates come down, home prices go up. So,
and I think something that people like, if you don't understand this, because this is a really complicated conversation, right?
And it changes all the time.
And it changes all the time. So if you're watching today and you're going, man, that's me, and this is exactly why I rent and I don't buy, because I know my rent is $1,700 a month and I don't have to worry about it. Well, get educated. Find somebody.
Knock, knock, me.
Find somebody, call, and we can educate you and do that. And I think that's what this is about. And looking at the HBA and looking at the different loan officers and people that you can talk to, get with the Flint Rock crew and let's have a conversation. And you can teach them what they need to know so they can create wealth for their family. They can create income for their family. And they're going to have something that's their own, real property that's an investment for life, not just throwing money to investors, which
Especially, isn't that just the American dream? It's just
100%.
home ownership, family. That's what it's really all about.
Yep. I love it. Guys, thank you so much. If somebody's watching right now and they want to get a hold of you and they want to start learning, what's the best way to get a hold of you guys?
So we have our website. It's motomortgagecustomadvantage.com. But we've also, you can just give me a call or a text at 417-543-9823.
Then you also go to flintrockhomebuilders.com. There's a link to Moto Mortgage as well. You can start the process there, and you can even see what inventory we have coming up and what future projects we have coming up as well.
I love it. Thank you guys so much.
So much.
Thank you.